How about our work session from last week? Oh, all right. Approval of list of license applications submitted to the city clerk, to the city council. That list is on file in the office of the city clerk. Approval of a resolution accepting the following donations: $432 from Gertrude Grieme for a bench pad at North Lions Park, $3,500 from West Metro Fire Rescue District Relief Association for Crystal Frolics. Approval of a resolution amending the 2020 budget regarding the accounting for internal service funds. And finally, an acceptance of the resignation of Lori Merriam from the Park and Rec Commission, which we're told we're supposed to deny that. She's done a wonderful job, but her and her husband, I think, are planning on selling at some point and moving. So she's got a lot of things to get done at home. So that's why she's resigning. She's loved her service and she's done a heck of a good job. She'll be sorely missed. So her resignation is effective at the end of December. Does anybody have any questions about the consent agenda? Does anybody
I'll make a motion. I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay. Nancy, does anybody?
I'll second it.
Okay, Brendan, thank you very much. And then we'll have a roll call vote. Chrissy?
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budashevsky.
Aye.
Councilmember Deschler.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Next item is open forum. I see a couple people on my screen here. Does anybody on here want to talk at open forum? It's an opportunity for citizens or anyone actually to bring concerns and desires to the council. We won't necessarily talk about it this evening, but you're certainly more than welcome to chime in with ideas. Well, I don't see anybody chirping up, so we will close open forum and continue on with our regular agenda. First item on the regular agenda is to consider disbursements over $25,000, of which I'll read when I can find it here. Gosh darn it, I had it too. All right. First item is Health Partners, November health insurance premiums, $117,388. Center for Energy and Environment Home Improvement Loan Program costs $32,692.30. Landscape Structures Incorporated, it's for Fair School Play Area, $254,064.68. West Metro Fire Rescue District, that's our October contribution to for the West Metro Fire, $106,380. Golden Valley Joint Water Commission, it's August and September water costs, $428,956.27. Northdale Construction Company, the 2020 utility reconstruction project, $407,613.12. Logis, that's our computer application support and hosting, $43,683.91. Again, West Metro Fire Relief Fire District, this is our November contribution, $106,380. Pember Companies, that is Kentucky Avenue Water Quality Improvement, AFP number 2, $103,390.47. Minnesota Para, that's Public Employee Retirement Association. It's employee and city required contributions for the payroll ending 10/16/2020, $62,870.59. Waste Management, this is September Hennepin Recycling Group. It's our recycling costs, $53,050.41. Minnesota para again, employee and city required contributions for October 30th, 2020, ending, that's the ending payroll date, $60,968.64. And Metropolitan Council Environmental Services, that's for our wastewater, for the month of November is $137,128.09. Does anybody have any questions on those expenditures? We spent $1,914,566.48. Sounds a little higher than normal, and some of that is because we only had one meeting this month, so we're only reporting expenses for the entire month, this month, this meeting. If nobody has any questions, does anybody want to make a motion to approve the expenditures over 25,000?
So moved.
Okay, John, thank you.
I will second.
All right, Teresa, thank you. Roll call then, Chrissy?
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budaszewski.
Aye.
Councilmember Deschler.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. Our next item is a council will consider a contract with Hennepin County for assessing services for 2020 through 2024. I believe that we contract out with Hennepin County just for the public's information because we're not really a big enough city to sustain having our own in-house assessor. So it's more efficient for us to contract out with Hennepin County. And I think maybe John Sutter, will he be talking about this?
Actually, I'm happy to do that, Madam Mayor
Okay.
Pro Tem. This is Ann. You are correct, Madam Mayor, that because of the range of expertise that the Hennepin County assessors have, it makes way more sense for us to contract with them for assessing services, and we've had a relationship with Hennepin County for assessing since 1993, and recently they've changed it to 4-year contracts, so our current contract expired in July. With all the other chaos of the year, we kind of got lost, this got lost in the shuffle, but we're bringing forward for renewing the contract for 4 years, starting August 1st, 2020, going through July 31st of 2024.
All right, does anybody have any questions for Ann regarding the contract with Hennepin County for assessment? Well, hearing none, I'll see if anybody has a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right.
I'll second that.
Okay, thank you, Olga. No other questions? We'll call for a vote.
Councilmember Banks. Councilmember Banks.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. Aye.
Councilmember Budaszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Deschler.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. All right, next item on the agenda is we are going to consider a contract with Eckberg Lammers for prosecuting attorney services for 2021 through 2022. So I'm assuming the Chief Revering would like to take the lead on this conversation.
Yes, good evening, Mayor Pro Tem and council members. Thank you for allowing me to talk to you briefly for 2 seconds, I promise, about our new prosecutor services. Earlier this year, as you know, we were with Chestnut Cambronne, and unfortunately we lost their main prosecutor that we were working with to another venture on his part. And so we went out for a RFP and are fortunate enough to select Eckberg Lammers. So what's in front of you is the contract, as Madam Pro Tem Deschler stated, for 2021 through this year, or through next year, I should say. And Derek Archambault is on the line. If you do have any questions for him, you did get to meet him earlier during the work session. So I'm just looking for approval of their contract.
So I see we're gonna pay $11,000 a month. It's kind of a retainer.
So the total cost is actually less than for the first year what we've been paying to Chestnut Cambron,
Okay.
which is a good thing.
So if you arrest like 600 people in a month, it's still $11,000.
Correct. Yep. It does not go up per arrest. Thank God.
600.
Yeah.
I set the bar for you, Steph.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Does anybody have any questions about this contract?
No, but I asked that the chief stay out for 47. That's all I have to say. So thank you.
All right, does anybody want to make a motion to pass this?
I make a
John?
motion to approve the contract with Eckberg Lammers for prosecuting attorney services for 2021 and 2022.
Second.
Brennan seconds that. All right. And then call for a roll call then.
Councilmember Budaszewski,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Deschler,
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser,
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche,
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons,
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Well, welcome to the Crystal family. All
Remember
right, next
600.
item, we'll consider approval of a site and building plans for a building addition at 3335 Pennsylvania Avenue North.
I think,
Of it excavating?
Madam Mayor Pro Tem, I think we skipped item 5.4, which Troy might be interested in.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. All right,
I won't take offense, Madam Mayor.
I crossed you out already, I'm sorry.
Isn't Troy just a throw-in? Oh, well. Oh, well.
All right, the council will consider a contract with Kennedy and Graven for legal services for 2021 through 2022. And I don't know, Chief Revering, do you want to talk, or Troy, would you like to?
I think it's uncomfortable for Troy. I will do it. This is Ann. As you know, we have a long-standing relationship with Kennedy and Graven for our city attorney services, and we are bringing forward another 2-year contract for 21 and 22. The hourly rates stay the same in 21. The retainer goes up a tiny bit, but we are very happy with the work we do with Kennedy and Graven and Troy specifically, and I recommend approval of the 2-year contract.
Does anybody have any questions of Troy?
No? May I just say how much I appreciate you, Troy?
I
I do too, Troy.
Thank you. I really do enjoy working with Crystal and you all. I mean, honestly, I do. I work with a lot of communities, but I always feel very comfortable here. You have a great staff and really great people to work with.
That's good to know. All right, anybody want to make a motion for the contract with Kennedy Graven to extend it?
I'll make a motion, if
All
I
right.
could,
All right,
to approve and continued, or to approve the contract with Kennedy and Graven for legal services for 2021 to 2022.
I second that motion.
all right, John, thank you. Roll call?
Mayor Pro Tem Deschler,
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser,
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche,
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons,
Aye.
Councilmember Banks,
Aye.
Councilmember Budaszewski.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right. Now, 5.5, the council will consider approval of site and building plans for a building addition at 3335 Pennsylvania Avenue North. Is it Kevitt Excavating? Who would like to take the lead on this topic?
Yes, Madam Mayor Pro Tem, this is Dan Olson. I'll be taking this one on.
All right, thank you.
I'm not sure if Matt has the PowerPoint up yet. It looks like he's doing that. Okay, I'll try to keep my presentations tonight fairly brief. As was said, this is a approval of a site plan at 3335 Pennsylvania. Next. This is a map showing the site location in green there, outlined in green with the surrounding area. The property is zoned industrial, and Kevin is proposing to build a approximately 9,000 square foot addition to the building. Right now, there's a 15,000 square foot office warehouse building on the property. Most of the property is surrounded by industrial uses, including those in New Hope, which is just adjacent to this site. The only residential is across the railroad tracks to the east. I'm not sure if you can see that. There's some kind of townhomes there. Next. This is the close-up of the property itself. You can see there's the existing building right up tight to the corner. It's an L-shaped building currently, and they're going to be filling it in to make it basically squaring it off. So that's what the addition will be. Next. And here in yellow is the addition. As you can see, it's squaring off that L-shaped building. There's quite a bit of outdoor storage on the property, but they will not be adding any new outdoor storage. They'll just be adding this addition here, which will be used for office and for warehouse for their construction contracting business. Next. And here are a couple views of the building, what it would look like after the addition is finished. First on the top there is the view from the south, as you look from the south. And then the view from the west, so you can see there's quite a, it's more of a warehouse use there on the west side with the large overhead doors. Next. And so the Planning Commission held a public hearing a couple weeks ago, and they determined that it meets the requirements of city code. They recommended unanimously that the council approve it with the one condition in the staff report, which relates to the signing of a site improvement agreement. No one from the public provided comments on the project. So tonight you're being asked to make a motion, approve a motion, I should say, to approve the site plan for Kevin Excavating. The next steps is they will begin construction planning this year. In fact, they submitted their building permit today. So unless weather makes it really difficult, they're hoping to just work through the winter and get this done. So I'm available for any questions if you have any. I'm not sure if the architect is online either, but I'm available for questions.
So essentially, it's just an existing business that wants to make improvements and add on.
Exactly. Yep. The addition was of a size that our zoning code required it to come through the approval process through the Planning Commission and City Council, but it's fairly standard project, so nothing too unusual.
Does anybody have any questions about for Dan regarding the improvements? It looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a nice addition.
Yeah. Hey, anything that increases the curb appeal works for me. So, does anybody want to make a motion to approve this?
I can make a
can't
motion.
see anybody because of the yeah, there we go. John?
I can make a motion. Make a motion to approve the site and the building plans for a building addition at 3335 Pennsylvania Avenue North, Kevin Excavating, with the conditions outlined in the staff report.
I'll second.
All right, Nancy. Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Kaiser. Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye. Sorry, I was muted.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budaszewski.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Deschler.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, our next item, council will consider the second reading of an ordinance rezoning the City Hall campus at 4141 Douglas Drive North for planned development and a resolution authorizing the summary publication of the ordinance. Is this you, Dan? You want to take the lead on this again?
Yes, I will. I'll wait for a minute for Matt to bring up the PowerPoint. Okay. Yeah, these three items, 5.6, 5.7, and 5.8, are all related to the police building edition, which I know you have seen and heard about. The first is there's two actions related to the first item, which is the second reading of the rezoning ordinance, and then along with that, a resolution approving the summary publication of that ordinance. 5.7 is approval of a plat for consolidating the three lots within the City Hall property into one property. And the third, 5.8, is a dedication of an easement for sidewalk and trail purposes. Next. Here is a graphic you may have seen. It just illustrates the existing there on the left, and then the right is the proposed building addition with the reconfigured parking, so you can kind of see where that will be going. Next. This is some graphics that show just color renderings of the proposed addition as seen from different angles. These do not reflect, just since the first reading of the ordinance, there is a slight change in that the architect is proposing to screen some rooftop mechanical equipment over the garage with a parapet wall, 4-foot high parapet wall. So I'll work with them to get that done. The maximum height of the building will be about 27 feet, which is below the maximum 32 feet in the underlying R1 district. And you can kind of see that these two graphics here show the different view from the top one is there from the intersection of 42nd and Douglas, and the bottom is from just from 42nd. Next. And then this third view is from basically the front doors of the City Hall building, that area, the parking lot there that separates us from the library. So this will be the view from there. So for the rezoning to PD, what you're being asked to do is to consider the second reading of the ordinance to rezone it to PD, and then consider a resolution approving a summary of the ordinance to be published in the Sun Post. If this is approved, construction would start next spring and then would be completed by early summer of 22. Next. Second action is approval of a final plat. As I said, there's three properties here that make up currently the City Hall property. So this plat will consolidate them all into one. So you're being asked to consider a resolution approving that plat, which is called the Crystal City Hall Addition. Next. And lastly, item 5.8 is the dedication of a trail easement. This was something that the county requested and the city agreed to provide as a fairly standard request by the county. But highlighted in yellow is the proposed trail easement. It would be 7 feet wide on both the north side along 42nd and then also along Douglas. This would be used for relocation or potential relocation, I say, of the sidewalks, or maybe the county might at one future point build a trail there or enlarge the sidewalk that's there. So there's different options that they could do. Nothing is proposed at this point, but it's just provides possibilities for the future. So you're being asked to approve the trail easement for that. I'm available for questions if you have any. Those are the three actions.
Nancy?
Thanks. I was just looking at the requested action. It's section F on page 9 of 10 with the conditions of approval. Did you have any issues with those? They look pretty straightforward to me, but just wondering if there were any issues.
Yes, they're pretty straightforward.
Yeah, like the overhead utilities going underground. I think that's a great provision. Yeah, okay. That's it for me.
Anybody else have questions? Troy? Can we do, one motion for 5.6, 5.7, and 5.8?
I know this may be elicit some groans, but I think because there's an ordinance mixed in there, it'd probably be best to do them separately.
Okay. So, does anybody would like to make a motion for 5.6, rezoning the city hall? I think, John, you probably do, don't you?
Yeah, I can make that motion. Yep. I'd like to make a motion approving an ordinance amending the zoning map. Is that the right one here? Yeah, 5.6, right?
Yes.
Yep, 5.6. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it on my phone. It's such a big ordinance anyway. So an ordinance amending the zoning map to rezone property for the city of Crystal located at 4141 Douglas Drive North from low density residential R1 to low density residential R1 planned development.
Okay. Nice job. Does anybody
Thank
want
you.
a second?
I will second.
Okay, thank you, Therese. Roll call?
Councilmember LaRoche,
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons,
Aye.
Councilmember Banks,
Aye.
Councilmember Wojciechowski,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Deschler,
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Do you want to keep going, John? You're doing so well.
I'll just
Okay.
jump on each one if you don't mind.
Okay.
So I make a motion approving the resolution for the summary language for publication of ordinance 2020-05. Breeze?
Oh, I will second. Sorry.
Thank you. Okay, roll call?
Councilmember Parsons,
Aye. Aye.
Councilmember Banks,
Aye.
Councilmember Wojciechowski,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Deschler,
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser,
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Motion carries.
And then moving on, I think make a motion approving the resolution for the Crystal City Hall Edition Final Plat. Therese?
Oh, I will second. Sorry.
Councilmember Banks,
Aye.
Councilmember Wojciechowski,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Deschler,
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser,
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche,
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
And then lastly, make a motion for the dedication of a trail easement at 4141 Douglas Drive North.
I will second.
Thank you.
Councilmember Wojciechowski, or excuse
Aye.
me, Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Wojciechowski,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Deschler,
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser,
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche,
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, next up, 5.9. Council will consider a resolution approving a petition and waiver agreement to levy a special assessment for a fire protection system at 5600 56th Avenue North. Is that going to be you, John?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty, you're up.
All right. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Deschler and council members. I'll wait for Matt to bring up the PowerPoint for item 5.9. This will be pretty quick. You've done one of these before, about 1.5 years ago, for the Elysian Playhouse on 42nd Avenue.
1 second, John. Was that PowerPoint a late edition?
Yes, it was. It should be in the iDrive. 5.9. Although not super late, like an hour ago, maybe. So you may recall this property. Next slide, please. It's the strip mall on the north side of Bass Lake Road, about 2 blocks west of VFW, 1 block west, I guess. They had a fire there in November 2019. The owner has gone through the insurance process and is now going to add a fire protection system as part of their restoration work on the building. And one of the bits of good news here is that the owner of the restaurant, Vientiane, is going to renovate their space as well, which is kind of the easterly quarter, maybe third of the building, and they plan to reopen sometime in 2021. The state law does allow cities to use the special assessment process to provide financing for fire protection systems, as long as it's requested by the property owner, and the property owner has done so by submitting a petition and waiver agreement requesting the financing. Next slide. So this is an aerial photo showing the property. Again, it's right at the north side of Bass Lake Road at the Welcome Avenue intersection. Next slide. And this is a technical drawing, but just want to explain what the sprinkler system is going to look like. It will cover the whole building. And I want to give a shout out to our Public Works Department for figuring out a very cost-effective way to provide a new water connection using the existing hydrant lead on the north side of Bass Lake Road, so that they would not have to cut into Bass Lake Road, which would be an extremely expensive and ultimately it turned out to be unnecessary undertaking. So next slide. The estimated cost of the work is $75,150. We do have a maximum of $100,000 that's written into the documents, so that if the costs go over that, they would be able to go up to our maximum, our cap of $100,000. This is a no-interest financing program, and it is repaid by a 5-year special assessment against the property. And those are with the normal property tax installments in May and October of each year. Now, because we won't know the final costs until sometime after the assessing deadline for paid 2021, the repayment years for the property owner won't start until 2022. And but they will not get paid until the sprinkler system is working. You may recall that we do fund this out of the EDA fund balance, and then that means that any special assessment repayments will go back into the EDA fund. So the action we're asking for you to take tonight is to adopt the resolution approving the petition and waiver agreement, so that we can levy the assessment up to $100,000 and provide the financing as requested. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
John, do you have a question?
Yes, so John, the invoice that was in my packet, that's just for tapping into the fire hydrant?
The $75,000 estimate?
Oh, I saw there's an invoice in here from Triple E. For 31,000.
Oh, yeah, that is, it's for 31,000. That's the cost to do the connection.
Wow.
That seems like a lot of money, and it is, but it is an incredibly lower amount than the cost to cut up Bass Lake Road, not just because it's a county road and the roadway section is much, there's just much more involved than a city street would be, but because the county just overlaid it. That unfortunate timing means that the extent of the repair would be much greater, the horizontal extent as well as the vertical extent. So
Wow.
31,000 to do the new water connection is a much better option for the property owner. And this also is not unusual. The cost of putting the sprinklers in a building, especially if you're already kind of gutting it to renovate it or rehab it anyway, isn't that great. But the cost to put in a new water connection that wasn't there before, that is often, that could be half the cost. And in this case, that's about what it is.
Wow. Thank you.
I bet they wish they would have had that before the fire. Does anybody want to make a motion for this, or are there any other questions?
I'll make a motion.
All righty.
Okay, and then I just scrolled down, so here we go. Make a motion to adopt the resolution authorizing execution of petition and waiver agreement by and between the City of Crystal and Yurmora Lore and Cheng Lore.
I can second that.
Councilmember Budiševsky.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Deschler.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Bring back those egg rolls.
Right?
Oh, man, they are the
Can't
best
wait.
egg rolls. All right, well, their last item on our agenda is we're going to consider a contract with the City of Brooklyn Park for environmental health services for 2021. And this is something similar to assessing services with Hennepin County, only a much smaller scale. But we don't have the need for a full-time environmental health staff person, so we do some cost sharing with another community. So is that John? You want to talk about that?
Thank you again, Mayor Pro Tem. Yeah, I do not have a PowerPoint for this because it's the same thing every year and it's very straightforward and a very small amount. In fact, we wouldn't even bring this contract to you except Brooklyn Park, for their own internal reasons, want it approved by the city council of the other city. So that's why we have this on the agenda tonight. The amount from the not to exceed amount is $2,000. We never come close to that. And the hourly rate of $72 is not changed, is unchanged from the last 2 years. So with that, we would ask you to make a motion to approve the contract that's in the packet, and we will proceed with the same arrangement for 2021.
I will make a motion to approve that environmental health service contract with Brooklyn Park. Anybody like to second it?
I'll second that motion.
All right, Therese. Are there any other questions from other council members? All right. Hearing none. Chrissy, you want to do a roll call?
Absolutely. Mayor Pro Tem Deschler.
Aye.
Councilmember Kaiser.
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche.
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons.
Aye.
Councilmember Banks.
Aye.
Councilmember Budiševsky.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right. That concludes our topics for this evening's council meeting. We do have a few announcements. One, city offices will be closed Thursday and Friday, the 26th and 27th, in observance of Thanksgiving. Our next city council meeting is Tuesday, December 1st at 7 o'clock. Right now, it's tentatively scheduled in the council chambers, but that's subject to change depending on any COVID restrictions. We are going to go ahead with Winterfest this Saturday, December 5th, 10 until 2 at Becker Park. This will be an outdoor event. And city council meetings and work sessions are open to the public. Current and previous meetings are available for viewing and your listening enjoyment at www.crystalmn.gov. Does anybody else have an announcement? Nancy?
Actually, not an announcement. Well, maybe an announcement, but also some recognition for a valued resident of Crystal, Rika Lai. She has accepted a position, a new job position in Massachusetts, and it came rather suddenly. So she is moving the day after Thanksgiving. And for those who may not know Rika, you might know her because of her pet, or it's her service animal pig, George. And she has served on our Environmental Quality Commission. She has helped with Light of Crystal for many years and has done a lot of things for the community. I'm probably missing out on things, but she's helped with numerous social events such as Taste of Crystal and other local events. And just wanted to give her a shout out of thanks for her service and dedication to Crystal, and wishing her well in her new endeavors.
She's going out to Massachusetts, right?
Yes.
Exciting.
Yeah. And she rented a truck. She and her partner will be driving cross country 2.5 days with George nestled between them in the cab of the truck. That'll be awesome. I can't wait to see her Facebook post.
Right. She, very, very knowledgeable, and she was really great addition on the EQC.
Yes.
She's a scientist, and she just knows so much about soil and water quality. And so, yeah,
No.
thanks for
I
doing
guess-
it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Brika, and good luck to you.
Anybody else have anything that they would like to announce in terms of the community? All right, hearing that, we will close this. I need a motion to adjourn this council meeting.
So moved.
John, okay.
I will second.
All right, Therese, and we need a roll call.
Councilmember Kaiser,
Aye.
Councilmember LaRoche,
Aye.
Councilmember Parsons,
Aye.
Councilmember Banks,
Aye.
Councilmember Budaszewski,
Aye.
and Mayor Pro Tem Deschler.
Aye.
Motion
Okay,
carried.
meeting adjourned. Thank you. But we do have a couple more meetings coming up
Yes,
here.
we do. Are we starting them right up, guys, or do you need a couple minutes break?
Nope, you can go right ahead, Nancy.
Okay. And with that then, and I'm just looking at my computer to see what time we have here. It's 7:44. We're going to call to order our Economic Development Authority meeting, our regular meeting tonight on Tuesday, November 17th.